Hey guys, welcome back. Today is April 9th, 2018. I'm running a look at the fucking schedule today or whatever because guess what? I've already done like 3 takes of this. I know, that kind of a week. Welcome back. Happy Monday. Why have I done more than 1 take? Well, obviously, why obviously? Why didn't I even say that word? Actually, the reason I've done 3 takes already is because something was wrong with the camera. I don't want to get into fucking bore you with details right now, but yeah, let's just say some things very similar to like the crypto crash. You know, anyway, so all right, let's get serious. All right, by the way, this is why I always do 1 take. Anytime I have to do more than 1 take, it's just I hate it. It just fucks me up completely. So please bear with me, okay? So I'm not gonna talk about any personal stuff or anything like that. I'll bring that up at the end of the episode once I feel, you know, a little more comfortable trying to get rolling so I can talk about what we're going to talk about. What are we talking about today? First of all, we're talking about smoking weed. No, whatever. But what we're going to talk about today is the obvious fucking downturn, the obvious fucking, you know, Hyperwave 7 that we're in. By the way, if you guys don't know what a Hyperwave is, I implore you to do some research. Just look at some of my older videos or just a couple days ago, or just Google it and just follow that, because that's you know, very, very important. I'm glad I fucking discovered these people about a week ago, and I've been studying them and this for a little while now, and each day as it goes on, you know, we're just more obvious and obvious that, you know, not only are we in a Hyperwave, but we're in the 7. And what does that mean? Is that, you know, we're going to continue going down in price no matter what. Let me give you an example. Look, by the way, why I'm even doing this video today on this is because, again, you know, we've been in red for a long time, and then this weekend, you know, red as usual, and then yesterday, green. Last night, actually, green, and I'm like, man, this ain't, you know, so like either, and I was just thinking to myself, what could be the screen? You know, whether the Rockefellers and Soros and that whole fucking shit, you know, getting into the space, blah, blah, blah. And again, I'm just really trying to be super positive. I don't want you guys to think the opposite, okay? It's just that I'm realistic, but I'm also very positive. But you know, I'm thinking to myself, like, hopefully, you know, cross my fingers, is the beginning of the bull run and the beginning of the go up and the whole blah, blah, blah. But no, as soon as I fucking wake up this morning, you know, we were yesterday at 7,100, and now we're at 6,700. So we're like down around 300 points, give or take. Get the fuck out of here. You know, and that's just the classic example. We're just going to keep going a little up, way down, a little up, way down, but it's just all the way down. Okay, until we go back up again. It's not that it's not gonna go back up again. It's not that we're not gonna go to 20K, 50K, 100K, and all that shit. I gotta keep reminding you people that, or everybody that. I know a lot of you guys already know this, but whoever doesn't, or whoever is getting filled with FUD or whatever, please. All right. By the way, this is not a time to get filled with FOMO either. Okay. This is just a time to think for your fucking self. All right, and use this, all right? And depending on when you got in, if you can still take a profit, take a profit. If you're breaking even, think about it. If you're losing money, hold. That's it. It's not, okay? So, now let me explain to you guys what is happening with this space right now and why they can manipulate the price of Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency so much, okay? So, if you guys don't already know, I suggest you do a little research, but I'm pretty sure you guys already know about this, where not only are the markets manipulated, the dollar, the bonds, all these things are manipulated, but the one of the heaviest manipulated asset classes or assets or whatever is gold and silver. They are just beyond crazy manipulated, and we know this. In fact, if you guys are in this space for a long time, and you guys have, some of you guys are stackers out there, you guys already know. You guys already know about all this stuff. And the fact that, as you know, for example, the dollar, this is really the only thing that should be determining price. The dollar, as it loses value, which is every second of every day, the price of a thing like a gold or a silver or a Bitcoin has to be going up, just because it's in the relative terms value. Remember, a gold or silver coin is valued in dollars. So if these dollars are worth less, that means you need more dollars to purchase this, therefore increasing the price of the gold and the silver or the Bitcoin. But the fact that these are going down in price, gold, silver, Bitcoin, and the dollar is going up, or also going, I mean, actually not going up, actually going down as well, getting crashed, everything's getting crashed, none of this makes sense. None of it makes sense, okay? All right? Because as the dollar, you know, gets stronger, then these assets will get weaker. Not all weak at the same time. It's one or the other. You know, dollar gets stronger, the asset classes get weaker, or the assets get stronger, the dollar gets weaker. It's one or the other, okay? But not all at the same time. As you get to heavy manipulation, how can they manipulate gold and silver? For those of you guys that are still don't know, it's very simple. It's because there's a finite amount of gold and silver, but what they do is that they put it on the stock market, and then they create an infinite amount of paper, gold and silver, paper derivatives, okay? So all of a sudden you have, like, let's say 10 pieces of gold, 10 pieces of silver, and that's like how they're priced, depending on, you know. Well, then guess what? If they just keep adding more gold or silver, and they're just pieces of paper, they keep adding more and 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 more, then that means there's an infinite amount of gold and silver. So really the price of this keeps going down and down and down because there's more of it to go around, therefore there's less, it's less valuable. That's why when they put Bitcoin on the stock exchange, okay, that's why it was such a major not good. I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks, but it was not good. It was just manipulation city all over. Again, why? Because what they're trying to do with Bitcoin is the same thing that they're trying to do, they have been doing with gold and silver. Not trying, that they have been doing with gold and silver. And that's why they put Bitcoin there. Now, why can they do that with Bitcoin, like gold and silver right now? Even though we think, oh, how, that's impossible, blah, blah, blah. Well, as soon as they put it on there, remember, the market is very tiny. This whole Bitcoin market is very tiny. I don't care. I know there's a lot of us out here, but in relative terms to the rest of the fucking planet, the Bitcoin space is tiny, like minuscule. Okay, we barely exist. Okay, that's really where we're at right now. So all of a sudden, like, Bitcoin is put on the stock exchange, and now a lot of Bitcoin, paper Bitcoin are created. All right, therefore increasing the volume of Bitcoins. All these Bitcoins that never existed now exist, these fake Bitcoins. And so by there being a lot of Bitcoins, this is, again, no, this is fake, phony, and false. By there being a lot of Bitcoins, though, the price goes lower. Plus the fact that they have the ability to short the market. So there's people that literally, what this means is they put money, they bet that Bitcoin is going to go lower and lower and lower and lower. And so that's what we're at now. So since there's that very little players at the moment, all these players are playing the game, and anyone that tries to get in on the game, it's like right now, you know, the New York Giants are playing the New England Patriots, and you as a fan run onto the field in the middle of a play. What's going to happen? You're going to end up in the hospital if you're lucky, probably dead. So that's kind of like the same thing right now. Right now, the Giants and the Patriots are fucking playing in the Super Bowl, and we're just fans. And sure, we can stay in the sidelines, bet on the game, get a little action going, the whole fucking thing. But, you know, there's a bunch of us that are just like, fuck it, I want to run on the field and see if I can, you know, play a game or score a touchdown or tackle Brady or what's going to happen. Okay? So that's where we're at now. You know, in order for us to get on, believe it or not, you know, I know there's a weird metaphor, but in order for us to get on the field and not be tackled, okay, by, you know, a football player, would be for the whole field to go down at once, and then there's just too many of us and too little of them, and it's just they have no choice but we'll have to work together, okay? It's just a swarm of humanity. So that's pretty much it, okay? In the sense of, like, that's how we're gonna get back up in price. That's how we're gonna get away from the hardcore manipulation. That's how we're gonna get away from all this, is from mass adoption, okay? Now, the reason that there's no mass adoption when it comes to gold and silver and that whole thing is because, you know, these things are old relics. These things are things that a new generation look at them like, what the fuck is that? You know, these things are from, like, I was listening to the Arcane Bear the other day, and he's like, oh yeah, I still have gold and silver as relics from the past. I'm like, bro, you know, come on now. I don't listen to him a lot. I think he's great, he's cool, I'm not just saying, but I mean, I was just thinking to myself, like, come on, man, are you fucking serious with that right now? Like, I understand that Bitcoin is the future, that whole technology is the future, and the future is the future, but come on now. There's a reason why these things exist, okay? Because if the shit were to go down, sorry, all right? Bitcoin ain't gonna be fucking online anytime soon, all right? And these are the things that are gonna matter. This is just the way it is. It's just the fucking facts of life, period, in the story. I mean, I don't know. Don't listen to me. I'm just a dumbass fucking Cuban talking shit here, alright? Drinking my coffee, smoking my blunt, which I got about to light. But anyway. But at the end of the day, just to you know, get you guys out there a little bit more informed on what's going on. In my opinion, I really do think that we're gonna keep going lower. Okay? If right now you can take a profit, if you can still take a profit, if you bought Litecoin, Bitcoin, whatever, like at really low prices, you know, and you can still take a profit, I suggest you probably take a profit now. It's just gonna keep going lower. I don't see it going up, and if it goes up, it's fine. You know, it's not like a humongous loss if you think about it. Okay? Only if you're at a profit. Now, if you're breaking even, think about it. Think about it. Okay? If you're losing money, then just hold. Just hold. You have no other choice right now. Okay? That's it. If you have to sell, you have to sell. I totally understand and take the loss. But, you know, these are the choices we have right now. And if you want to keep reinvesting in this space, then I suggest you invest in gold and silver. Once we hit the bottom, then you can get back into this space. But we're not at the bottom. We're not anywhere close to the bottom, okay? Like I said, this weekend, this yesterday, when I saw everything in green, what I was thinking is like, well, if everything is in green, we're gonna keep going green. That's my positive thinking. And thinking, well, what could have caused the green? And I'm thinking, well, of course, you know, George Soros, Rockefeller, they announced that they're trying to get into this space and this whole stuff. But as I'm thinking today, before I start recording this video, I'm thinking to myself, listen, man, the average fucking person on earth, the average person doesn't, first of all, they barely know about Bitcoin. They barely know about who the fuck this guy Soros or Rockefeller are, and the fuck do they know about any correlation or connection or anything like that? How can they even fucking, you know, put it all together? All right? So the reality is that the only people that really care about this shit is just us out here, okay? And remember, this is a tiny, tiny, tiny community. By the way, I sincerely apologize if I've repeated myself or gone a little bit in circles or anything like that, because like I said, I had to record this 3 times because this fucking camera, anyway, had a situation. So, but at the end of the day, honestly, I need to smoke this, right? The only thing that's going to fix this problem is mass adoption. Mass adoption and nothing else. Because that's the one thing that these things have as a benefit, these cryptocurrencies, that the more people use them, and they have the ability to not only use them, but to attain them. So the more people use this, the better it's going to be for all of us. The less they're able to manipulate it. The reason they can manipulate things like gold and silver is because not everybody has access to them. And then the ones that do have access, you know, there's choke points in the sense of, like, you know, it makes it sometimes a little more difficult to transact in these things. But when it comes to the cryptocurrencies, not so much. It's just that there's no real incentive for a lot of people to use these things now. But as we have more incentive to use them, meaning that as the dollar crashes, the economy crashes, things just get worse and worse, more people are going to start gravitating towards them like they have all over the planet. And as more mass adoption increases, then that's what's going to increase the value of these Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and everything else. That's it. But right now, we're living in manipulation city. By the way, this is some strong shit. Holy crap. Anyway, that's from last night. So, all right, guys. Happy Monday, guys. You know, Super Monday motivation. Like, honestly, like, I sincerely apologize about today's fucking whatever video. It's been an insane weekend for me. I literally woke up this morning, had an amazing episode. Halfway through the fucking recording, the whole fucking thing conks out on me. I think it's the same battery, you know, that was having a situation with. Yeah, this weekend was amazing. I was going from one gallery to another, hanging out with friends. It was just such a blur. Like, I can't believe it's already Monday. I might be getting a haircut soon. I'm just trying to think of all the things that I had already said that, you know, weren't. And yeah, just a lot of really awesome things. And I think we're just going to catch up tomorrow, okay? Because, yeah, today is just, I feel like it's a fucking disaster of an episode, because I just like turning the camera on and talking. Anytime that I have to, like, repeat myself or re-go through my thoughts again, it just fucks the whole fucking thing up, all right? So, hopefully you guys are still here. Hopefully you guys haven't left because of me, or haven't left because, you know, the space is getting pretty fucking hardcore right now. So I hope that we're all gonna remain on this journey together for a very long time. This is just the very, very beginning right now. You know, we're going through some, you know, really crazy times. You know, we're literally battling the banks. You know, the few of us that are staying in this space are the real true soldiers, the ones that are, you know, we're the pioneers, you know, the ones that are, you know, later on in the future, you know, we're gonna look back at on days like this and be like, wow, we were a part of that. Wow, we were there in the very beginning. Wow, we didn't get shaken out. Wow, wow, wow. So yeah, I mean, it's an amazing time. Look, like I was explaining to my friend the other day, and I'll leave it here, okay? This is where we're at right now with the space, okay? Right now, when it comes to crypto, everyone is on DOS still, okay? So, you know, there's people with home computers like us, and there's people using this stuff, but right now, the only user interface that these home computers have are DOS, okay? And we remember those days. We remember those clunky days. We remember that shit. The only people that were, you know, willing and able to use these computers were, you know, real tech nerds like us. You know, like I loved, you know, like the fact that I had a computer that I could type in things into DOS and I would get things back, and just that whole concept was like wow to me. Not to everybody. Almost everybody that saw me on my, you know, super duper 486, 386, I don't even fucking remember. You know, with my, you know, my black screen and the green letters and that whole situation, you like, you know, I was the nerd. I was the fucking crazy nerd amongst my whole family, my friends, my everything. But as technology increased and I started getting better computers and all of a sudden Windows came out and that whole thing, you know, I was the guy, you know what I mean? All of a sudden I had the ability to burn movies and burn CDs and get all these things from the internet, and I was the guy, all right? Hustling from a very young age, doing all kinds of cool stuff, all right? But it wasn't up until, you know, the user interface, and it still took a while. But it wasn't until the user interface got friendly, aka until Windows was introduced, until AOL was introduced, that's what when people really started getting on these computers and on the internet and using these things on a regular basis, not just for fun, but for entertainment and just just everything that we use it as today. But it took a while. It took a fucking while. All right, and I really don't think it's gonna take that long. Okay, because right now we already have a lot of these, you know, gaps, you know, taken care of. Okay, like honestly, we already, you know, a lot of people already use smartphones. We already pay with digital money. We're already there. But what we need is a user interface, okay, to make it super friendly. A user interface that people can use, just like when they go and they use a Wells Fargo app or their Chase app or any banking app, okay? We need a system like that. We need a system, once we get to that system, once we get to like that easy user adoption, that whole situation, where it can truly be used as your own personal bank, and people are just like, the reason that they are gravitating towards Bitcoin will be just because it's cheaper, it's faster, it's better, and that's it. It literally destroys the competition, which will be the banks. But unfortunately, the banks, they have a better product at the moment. Even though their product is completely flawed, failed, and fucked up, the reality is that their product is a lot better than the Bitcoin protocol or situation right now. But as soon as, which, you know, it's only a ticking time bomb, or we're getting there quicker and quicker every day. But the minute that someone releases a really user interface, a really simple user interface that anyone can use, grandma, your sister, anyone can use, okay, and they prefer to use it, that's it. That would be the end, okay? And once we get to points like that, that's what's going to mark. That's really what I do think is going to start marking the beginning of the next bull run, okay? And that's it. And believe it or not, guys, I honestly think that this could start happening this summer, okay? And I know we're like so close yet so far away. But the reason I keep saying summer, maybe I haven't said it recently, but one thing I say it a lot is because, look, we were kids, and if, you know, you guys don't remember that, or some people have kids right now, or just that whole kid situation, you got to remember what happens during the summer. All the kids are out of school, okay? As soon as they get out of school, they get with their friends and they start using something new. It's always something different every year, but By the time that fall comes around and they get back to school again, all of a sudden the kids not only started a new trend, but it's just like a whole new fucking thing, period. And it's always something different. Every summer the kids come out with something else. And it's not that the kids come out with it, it's just it's something that's already been out, and then the kids just start using it a lot during the summer. And it can be anything. It's every year something different, okay? You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. And don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if this summer the major thing that the kids are going to be gravitating towards would be that, okay? Towards the crypto space. All right? For a million reasons, all right? Some will be gravitating towards it because of the Bitcoin. Some will be gravitating towards it because they can make their own tokens. Some will be gravitating towards it because, again, you know, a lot of these kids are smart enough to realize that they have no future according to society, so they got to create their own future. And this is where all this comes in. So, yeah, we're in for some amazing times. And for all of you guys out there, especially the older motherfuckers, and by older I just mean, you know, anyone that has a few, you know, years under the belt. Not older as anyone that's over 25, right? Fuck it. You've already been through ups and downs, and you really understand. And if you don't understand, get with it, all right? That you can't have anything good without bad, okay? And if right now we're going through a lot of bad, a lot of negative, a lot of, guess what? Guess what? Okay, what's coming on the other side of the door, at the other side of the window, whatever you want to call it, is greatness and amazingness beyond what we could even think of, okay? Remember where we're at, where we were, and where we're going, all right? Let's not forget that. And let's not forget why we are in this space, okay? Period, all right? That's it. If we're in this space to get money and make money, you're probably not listening to me. You're probably just already going out there and doing it. If you're really in the space for the right reasons, then you already know what's up. You're in this for life, period. All right? So, just like back in, let's say, like early 80s, and, you know, you bought Apple stock, and Apple stock just crashed or whatever. Sure, you might have been wrong about Apple, but it doesn't mean that you were wrong about computers. Okay? And that's where we're at. All right, guys? Okay. So, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate you guys. Please like, please subscribe, please share. And I know I missed a lot of things. I know I did. This episode's been so fucking whack and weird just because I had to record it more than once. And sure enough, look, now I've gone, you know, over 20 minutes and I'm not even sure what I talked about. I'm sure I talked about some cool stuff. Actually, I know what I talked about. But anyways, I really hope you enjoyed it. And I hope I didn't repeat myself too much because I was just, you know, remembering what I had already said. And then I was trying to re-say it again and that whole spiel. So anyways, guys, I'll see you guys mañana, and yeah, enjoy your Monday. Try not to pull your hairs out, and don't buy anymore. Just, yeah, like I said, you know, if you're at a, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. If you already made a profit, try to take the profit. Okay, if you're breaking even, again, figure out. This is the time to really figure out what the fuck you're gonna do. And if you are already at a loss, just hold. Don't lose any more money, okay? Because what I was trying to say with this episode is that Hyperwave 7 is in full swing and we're going down. We're already past the third line, so we're going to 2. All right. And again, as you know, the lower we go, the better, because we already know we're going into another hyperwave. So. The fact that it went past 3 and we're going into 2, or we're already starting in the 2, or we're already in that level of 2, that's amazing. If you don't know what hyperwave is, look it up. It's amazing. We don't want to go to 1. Who knows if we'll go to 1, but it doesn't matter. As long as if we stay in 2 and it starts going up from 2, my God, we have all of 2, we have 3, we have 4, okay? All the way up, okay? And once we get to 4, then that'll probably be at 100K. And then at that point, once you get to 100K, you already know what to do. If you don't sell at 100K, listen, I'm gonna probably be making fun of your ass, all right? On this show, because we're not only am I telling you we're gonna get there, but I'm warning you to fucking sell at 100K when we get to 100K, all right? How about them apples? All right, that's how fucking confident I am in where we're going. You know, I'm not like McGaffey. I'm not eating no dicks. I ain't gay like that, all right? But hey, if there's any females out there that want any. Okay, shut up. But anyway, honestly, guys, Okay, just be smart about this. Let's be extremely smart about this. And if we play this right, we can all be making a lot of fucking money and be very, very, very happy. All right. By the way, I gotta mention this every episode until I forget. I don't forget. Anyway, on 4/20, which is Friday. So not this Friday, next Friday. On 4/20, that is gonna be the day of the meetup. All right, and I'm gonna talk about it every day. Okay, so listen, I gotta end this episode, but on Friday, 4/20 is gonna be the day of the meetup. And by the way, it's so cool. So many things are coming together. 4/20, the meetup, and which is gonna be, we're already past 100 of these episodes by then, and also kind of like an anniversary for me because it'll be 2 years of me vlogging. All right, and by the way, just a few months of vlogging this. All right, since December, but literally 2 years of me on YouTube and doing films and doing all this stuff. So it's gonna be an amazing day. It's gonna be an amazing, Friday weekend, whatever. We're gonna celebrate, have an amazing time, and it's gonna be awesome. All right, guys, I gotta go. I'm talking too much. This is taking forever, and I still gotta just upload this son of a bitch, and I gotta do laundry, and I gotta run errands, and I gotta do so many fucking things. Oh my god. Thanks again for watching. Please like, please subscribe, and please share the knowledge. You don't have to share me. Just share the knowledge.